Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to a Arena Direct one. I'm trying to play some competitive sealed for a box of MH3. Let's just jump in. I already won one yesterday. Trying to go for another one today. See what our rares have. Good rares will definitely help, and we didn't open that many of them. But power in a lot of these pools comes from the commons and uncommons in this set. So let's see what we've got. So we have, looking at our rares here. Thought Not Seer, which is a strong one. Kozilek's Command, which is also a strong one. Volatile, Storm Drake, and Amphibian Downpour. Actually, I should probably hover over Thought Not Seer because it is a special guest, not a card you see very often. 4 mana 4/4 comes in, takes a card from your opponent's hand, and when this leaves, the opponent draws a card. So you kind of just get to take something for a while and then get back a random card later. Also, Windswept Heath in there. Let's see what our uncommons have for us. Our uncommons have Double Depth Defiler. That's a nice one. Amp Raptor. Spawn Gang, Riddle Keeper, some MDFCs I'm just going to throw in there. I think that's most of the super powerful stuff. Glyph Elemental, Double Essence Reliquary. It's kind of interesting. Signature Slam. So, yeah, some interesting stuff in here. And then let's do a little Chrysalis count, shall we? Chrysalis count is a whopping 0. Okay, so no Writhing Chrysalises. That's okay, though. Some decent stuff. Just some good golden commons. Looks like every color, maybe save for black, has a good smattering of options. Yeah, so, we pull aside some of the more powerful stuff from the rares and the uncommons, and I don't think the commons pull me in a different direction than my good high rarity cards. I think we're basically just going to build some sort of either like blue-red or green-red deck, maybe green-red splash the blue, or green-blue splash the red. Fixing-wise, we've got one Bountiful Landscape and a few blue-red lands over here, blue-green land over here. So we've got some fixing if we want it for something in that department. Because I don't think black is a color we should consider. I don't think there's a depth of white cards. So really, I think we're kind of just looking at like maybe red-blue plus colorless cards, or green-red plus colorless cards, or green-blue, I guess, because these depth defilers are a pretty big pull into playing the blue cards, and also the Volatile Storm Drake. Let's see what blue-red has first, before we jump to 3-color conclusions here. And blue-red's got, like, some okay stuff. Definitely not getting there on playables, so we need to stretch the mana a little bit, play 3 colors, and it's pretty doable. Like, we've got a blue-red land, we've got that fixing we looked at. I guess just figuring out what our base is going to be something to consider here. So let's just organize by color, shall we, just to figure out what maybe the more obvious or less obvious things to do are. Yeah, so it's something like that, and it does look like blue-red is the highest density of good cards. The Malevolent Rumbles help the mana if we decide to be like base red-green, but then we're like double splashing the Defilers, which obviously is not amazing. And there's a lot of red cards that are solid, but not ones I'm dying to play. So maybe it is just the green-blue build, splashing like the Amp Raptor and Discharge or something like that. And if that's the case, I can bring in the Sage of the Unknowable too as like a fine ramp spell for all our colorless cards. I can also play this Snapping Voidcraw. So yeah, I think it's probably a little bit better. We lose out on the Spawn Gang, which obviously is a loss. I feel that loss for sure. Actually, I just realized I just unchecked just looking at commons. So that's why it looked like we had not as many playables. We actually have some good playables on the board still in the uncommon slot. So gonna be able to definitely get there on playables in blue-green. Maybe have to splash still a few red cards, but don't have to go super silly deep on the red splash. So something like that. I don't think we have enough Eldrazi for Echoes. Probably also not enough colorless mana. But yeah, I think it's mostly just something like this. It's a little bit top-end light. I mean, quite top-end light. But I think it's kind of what we have to work with. We're still splashing 3 cards, which is a little bit on the heavy side. But yeah, we're not leaving any great cards in the sideboard or anything. Like, there's a Wither and Bloom, but that's kind of like really the big thing. There's like an Essence Reliquary or 2 of them that look okay here, but I don't think I want to splash them. So I think it's just going to be something kind of like this. This Amp Raptor not at its best, but also kind of just fine. We've got like a few energy things here and there. So yeah, I think we're just going to ship it like this. The lands look good. Yeah, I think I've got all the lands I want. And yeah, we'll see you in the games. All right, pretty solid hand. Gonna maybe run at the Storm Drake on turn 2, just as a 3-power flyer. And what do I want to do? Probably just get this Rush of Inspiration to play. Blue-red dual land. Ooh, Amtraptor. It's an interesting one, too. Yeah, still just gonna play out the Storm Drake. There's some temptation maybe to, like, steal their 2 or 3 drop, and then Amtraptor has a higher chance of hitting something. Because we're gonna get 4 energy, then we, like, spend 2 or something. But I don't think I want to give them a 3-power flyer, most likely. And in our deck, Ampraptor is not going to hit too many cheap things. We also have, like, Kozilek's Command in this deck. Maybe I should just swap out this Amtraptor, honestly. It's like, not hitting that many things. It's hitting a bunch of 2s. But we have some bad hits, too, with, like, Kozilek's Command. And removal spells aren't that bad, but sometimes they can be awkward. They don't have a target for... Or we don't have a large enough creature to kill something with Horrific Assault. We'll see how it plays for now. Not super willing to cut it just yet. Ooh, that's kind of nice. I think I'm just going to Signature Slam this Brood Scale. Bash for 4. And just say, all right, opponent, deal with this Storm Drake or die in a few turns. And 1 turn fewer than they might think because it's Legion leadership. Skittering Precursor. Okay, sure. Kozilek's Command's a pretty nice one, too. So let's get in... cast the Glimpse here. Land, Brood Scale. Okay, so we'll go play the blue source because we've got double blue cards. Make a bunch of spawns. Okay, I go for a fight here. So this Kozilek's Command, I can do X equals 1. Doesn't actually do anything. All right, yeah, that's fine. You got me. Alright. They bash me for 5. I untap. I draw a Serum Visionary. Okay, so that's actually kind of interesting. I might be able to set up this Amtraptor. So let's draw a card, draw land, and hit a Malevolent Rumble. Yep, looks good. I don't think I want to draw the land after that, so yeah, I'll just cast the Raptor. Hit the Rumble. And I think I want the Void Craw more than the Downpour, because Downpour is not doing too much on there, but like even if I just like make 2 things 1/1s, I don't think that's that great. And this Void Craw helps with the Kozilek's Command, helps with drawing. We're gonna draw a bunch of cards, Deep Analysis, so just having more mana for that's nice. Chrysalis. Okay. Well, Downpour and Chrysalis isn't that good either, so it's not like I missed out on too much. It still becomes a 1/1 that gets to put counters on itself. Although we might just Kozilek's Command this turn. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Yep, they bash, which is good for me if I plan to Kozilek's Command. Land would be nice. Nice. Okay, cool. So command... X equals 4. We're going to scry, draw a card, and exile the Chrysalis. Oh, me, I do that. I do that first thing. They're thinking. All right, I don't want any of these. Yeah, I think I'll take the Utter Insignificance. I think it's good enough here. Just like a 5-mana removal spell. Got enough mana in play. Let's get in. All right, hopefully they just slam some big 6-drop here or something. Okay, Pyro Surfer. It's slightly scary. I've got all these chump blockers, so it's not a huge deal. But I also don't necessarily want to chump block with my spawns. They've also missed land drops the past 2 turns, or the past turn. So they might not have the land drop for this. Okay, they do. So getting bashed here for quite a bit. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is probably going to be a block on this Pyro Surfer. Okay, we draw a Tune the Narrative. Not super inclined to cast that here. I think I cast Deep Analysis, and then if that doesn't change anything, I'm just gonna cast the Utter Insignificance in the Pyro Surfer. Malevolent Rumble. All right, all right. Can still cast that too. So why don't we? Could also cast the Void Craw here, but then I can't cast Utter Insignificance. So I'll just cast Rumble. Got some good stuff in the deck to find too. Like, yeah, Depth Defiler is a pretty good one here. And do we do this now? It doesn't matter too much because if they don't have the land, yeah, if they don't have the land, it doesn't actually matter. Because it's just gonna be a 2/2. So I actually do think I just chill. And if they do have the land, I could just get to insignificant it before combat. And if they just attack with the precursor, I think I go for the double block. I could also like double block, double Raptor's power, kill the precursor in combat, but I think I'm not that likely to want to do that. And then again, it saves my board, and then I have Depth Defiler if something goes wrong there. You know what? I take it back. I think I'm going to. Could also Utter Insignificance this, but I think I'd rather save this for a big creature or something else. Ooh, what's this? They're going to do something first. Or they're thinking about it. If they don't do anything now, I'll just pass. I'll just say, sure. If they, like, kill one of these, I get to Utter Insignificance, make this a 1/1. I think that's worth doing, probably. Especially because this Depth Defiler is going to stabilize this. Okay, they don't do anything. So we know they have something, but they weren't willing to do anything about it. Unless they just want a first strike to go through. That's actually interesting. I can now kill this precursor. Because because first strike has gone through. I think I'm still just going to let this happen. Rather than just blink first. Gatekeeper. Okay, scary-ish card. Could Utter Insignificance that thing. I think I'm just going to Depth Defiler it, though. So let's go Defiler, kick it. Oh. Awkward. I tapped super quickly, and it tapped all of my green mana. Okay, hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Surely it won't. Surely, surely it won't be a big deal at all. All right. We discard Tune the Narrative, I think. Okay, well, we will take this turn to fetch. Yeah, I guess I could have played the Nightshade Dryad, which would have been a fairly big deal. Now I'm planning to probably just try to win with this Riddle Keeper. Utter Insignificance. Okay, that's fine. Kind of cool, too, because this Riddle Keeper can sack a 5 to make this super, super cheap. Okay, they have the land, so they're attacking me for quite a bit here. I'm going to have to make some blocks. Probably going to block Pyro Surfer and one other thing. Yeah, I think I'm okay going to 4 here. Okay, blue mana. Ooh, that was a really good draw. Okay, so let's emerge, sack this. And what am I going to tap down? I'm going to go to 7 this turn, so I'm not that fearful of dying. Kind of want to just lock down some mana, honestly. Let's go Horrific Assault, kill the Pyro Surfer. Play Dryad, play Voidcraw. Yeah. Now we're in a pretty good spot. We have lethal next turn with the Riddle Keeper and Legion Leadership. Okay, they find a blue source. I only have 6 cards in my library for what it's worth. Okay, so let's... I think we cast Deep Analysis, because if I can find my Thought Knot Seer and just go for it this turn, I definitely will do that. I guess this puts me dead to Ghostfire Slice, so that's maybe not the greatest. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Okay, we found the Thought Knot, so let's see if we're dead, shall we? Alright, what's our last card, opponent? Okay, just a mountain. So we go double blue power and game. Alright, cool. Sweet, 1-0. Almost, yep, there we go. Yeah, Opponent's taking it slow with the clicks here. There we go. Okay, 1-0. Okay, let's go to the second round here. Pretty decent opening hand. Having Galvanic Discharge in your opener is always nice. And I'm going to keep this because I don't necessarily need to fetch anything just yet. I do need double blue, but I also need colorless, so... Living on the mountain. It's not super likely that I'm going to... not super likely that I'm going to discharge anything on turn 1, but you never know. Opponent might have had an Ocelot Pride or a Guide of Souls or something. Alright, Tune the Narrative's not a bad draw. Makes our Amped Raptor that I didn't end up cutting, by the way. I was flirting with the idea of cutting it, but I've kept it in. I think it's just going to be good enough. Like, even just like a 2-1 for a striker fail case is not the end of the world. Our mana is good enough that I don't think the red card is going to hurt us. The additional red card, I should say. Alright, cast Visionary. Find a Kha'Zix command. Nice. Ooh. Oh, nice. Okay, so let's go Thought Knot Seer and Rill Keeper. Let's see if we can nab a Chrysalis before they cast it on turn 4. Glimpse, sure. Okay, so they're gonna make a bunch of spawns. Hopefully that means we get to... Whoops, I want to play the colorless. Hopefully it means we get to nab whatever their payoff is. They're likely to have a lot of things that they can cast for a lot of mana, but get to nab the best of the bunch. I don't actually think I've played with Thought Knot Seer in this format before. Alright, what do you have? There's the Chrysalis and a bunch for removal. So we're just gonna take the Chrysalis. And they can, like, you know, Demon Inferior if they want to. They can also just cast this Drowner of Truth, which I then get to lock down with my Riddle Keeper. Probably something I'm going to do. Although, it's also kind of tempting to Signature Slam plus Galvanic Discharge so that their fight spell's not on. That's something I'm actually probably a little more interested in. Yeah, and then we also just get to attack, so... believe I will be doing that. And probably putting the counter... It's kind of interesting. I could put the counter on the Visionary to spread out the threats. But putting on the Thought Knot does mean that a... I guess if it was like making it a 6/6, I would do it. But I was going to say, it makes it a little more resistant to double removal spell. But if they go Discharge plus Stump Stomp or Signature Slam, basically anything kills a 5/5 creature. So I do think I'm going to spread the love out a little bit and... cast Slam here. Yep. There's no way to modify my other stuff, right? No. Okay. So Slam. Yep. Cast Discharge. 3. Get in there. Yeah, I could even see them just, like, Demon Inferior this Thought Knot this turn. They get the card back. Take some pressure off themselves. So, another reason to put the counter on the Visionary. I guess a vote against putting the counter on the Visionary is then we don't have a nice thing to sacrifice to Riddle Keeper, but I think that's okay. Okay, they do indeed deem inferior, and yeah, I'm happy to redraw it. Especially because we got this deep analysis here. Okay, and they just go for the discharge. Yeah, I was going to say, if they don't discharge here, I might have just gone for the Riddle Keeper anyways, because the Visionary was not like that likely to stick around. All right, untap. That's interesting. So I do think I just cast this deep analysis here. Kind of close, but I think it wastes too much mana not to. If we draw the land, we're extremely happy. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right. Let's see what you got now, opponent. Molten Gatekeeper with Signature Slam up. Oh, they're just going to kill the Dryad. Really? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, with the Stump Stomp. Yeah, that makes sense. So that they can then... Oh, no. They still can't Signature Slam this thing. Okay, so... I will draw 3 first. They play a tap land. Ooh, there's my Amtraptor. I don't think I spin the wheel just yet. I think I just draw first. Yep, because a lot of my things I could hit are removal spells, and I don't really care too much to remove this Molten Gatekeeper. All right, let's see if I get to nab the Signature Slam, or if this other card is more pressing. It's a Demon Inferior. Yeah, we'll take that Demon Inferior. All right, here we go, opponent. And I guess I do crack this fetch, getting a blue source. We've got double colorless in play, so we don't need another one. All right, just land. Cool. So we fetch. Go with the blue. And I guess I just attack here, because if they go for a Signature Slam, I have Kozilek's Command or Downpour. Yep, cool. And let's just cast Riddle Keeper. Locking down. Locking down what? Probably mana, because I've got 2 removal spells. I can Kozilek's Command this thing for lethal. Could lock down a spawn in a land. I think I'm probably going to be fine enough just winning. It doesn't have to be this coming turn. You know, I think it's better just to lock down their mana and put them behind. Like, yes, there's a very clear path to victory if they don't draw a spell this turn. To lock these 2 down, but I don't really feel the need to. Also, Amtraptor might be able to hit a removal spell if it's Cascade, so... Brood Scale. It's not a bad one. We also have quite a... Well, not quite a few. We have like 2 bad hits in this deck. 2 things I can't cast. This is a bad hit too, because it doesn't really do that much, but you know what I mean. All right, let's get in. They're gonna like chump, take 5. If they chump here, they're gonna go for the Signature Slam, man. All right, yep, that makes sense. But we do just have this, so we will draw and exile. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I guess we can do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can do it for 4. We're not casting anything else this turn. So I draw, I exile that. Okay, cool. 2-0, baby. All right, another pretty good opening hand. No red mana, unfortunately, but got a slam, got a tune to get closer to that red mana. I also don't have red cards, so not the hugest deal. Got our 2 main colors. Let's tune up. Draw a Downpour. Ooh, draw Depth Defiler too. All right, not a bad draw. Also on blue-green. Let's go Visionary. Hits a Kozilek's Command, a red source, and a Glimpse. So I want the land for sure. Am I going to want to use this Glimpse? My Dryad unlocks red, so I don't have to fetch with this landscape. Yeah, I think it's probably good enough. At very least, just to keep hitting land drops. But yeah, I think it's going to be good enough. All right, they cast a Void Craw, so going to be taking the turn to kill that thing. Let's see if they bite with the block, though, because if they do, I can just downpour. Cool. Oh, sorry, I messed this up. I should have done this in combat, obviously, to get an extra point. My bad. Also means that I do have to fetch if I want the red mana now. It means I have to shuffle away the glimpse, so a little bit awkward. Alright, now what do I do? Do I want to shuffle? I think no still. I think what I'm going to do this turn is just cast this downpour to lock this thing down, or to make it not a creature. And we can then fetch the red source this turn. Marine Surge, sure. And a Propagator Drone. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. And now I'm thinking, do I want to just untap, kill the drone with the Kozilek's command? I could fetch with the glimpse to hit a land. Like fetch the red to play cast glimpse to hit a land. Then I make 2 spawns. I could still do that and hit a land drop. That's sort of interesting. It's also not like the worst thing in the world to just like not kill this drone. And if I draw the blue source, I'm pretty happy to just bounce it. So I think we just chill. Okay, drew a green source. So yeah, I'll just attack. And am I casting Glimpse this turn? I think so. I think just having access to the Defiler and Real Keeper next turn is kind of nice. Ooh, do I want to play this tap land? Probably not. I just play... It is my second blue source, but I can't play the Dryad this turn if I play that, so we'll just do the same. Make 3 spawns. It's totally fine. Okay, activating. Interesting. What are they doing after that? Land 2 drop? Thief of Existence. Okay, sure. Yeah, they get to unlock that. That is not that bad. Okay, so we're going to tap, draw Brood Scale. I think we just cast this Riddle Keeper. Could also cast this Depth Defiler. And then we get to exile. Yeah, that's actually much better, right? We Depth Defiler, bounce this Thief, we draw a card. They get their Void Craw, which is like minorly annoying. But I think I just want to do this. Discarding kind of like most of this stuff. I guess discard Deep Analysis. Draw a card. Drew a green source. Nice. Yeah, I tapped kind of quickly there. Probably should have waited a second because what I could have done instead was just not tap my green source and sack spawn to play Brood Scale. Now I have to decide if I want to cast this Kozilek's command on this drone, and I still think the answer is no. I think we just cast this Brood Scale and save a removal spell for something else. Also, I think just as far as where this game is going, I think there's a decent chance that we just Riddle Keeper and take over. Oh, that's kind of nice too. If they don't attack with this. Okay, it looks like they might attack this. I was going to say, if they don't attack with this, we get to like Storm Drake this thing and attack for 5 trample. Okay, let's see if they do attack. They don't. Okay, cool. So let's go. Can we cast both? I guess we can if we emerge. So we steal the Void Pouncer and lock down the other 2 things. Yeah, I like that. Now this thing, take the action, cast Riddle Keeper. I think I emerge my Dryad here. So lock down you, lock down you. Can't lock down the Storm Drake, of course. It has protection from that happening. Oh, again, I think I actually probably mistapped here a little bit. I think I probably should have adapted the brood scale, and that was close to free. But we're doing pretty well. I don't think it's going to punish me too much here. Okay. Still dead. Are you not? Is this last card a card that makes you not dead? Okay. Uh-huh. Well, looks like it might be. Might be like a +2/+2 Phoenix. Okay, well, unfortunately, I do have an answer to that. So, oh, I guess not quite, right? Because I exile this thing and then the Phoenix drops down. But then no, I do still have lethal because then we just Legion's leadership. So we'll go, scry, draw equals 3. Me this. Sure, that works too. Draw that. Exile. All right, cool. That's gonna bring us to 3-0. All right, on a good winning streak here. Let's see if we can keep it up with another pretty good opening hand. Ooh, turn 3 Thought-Knot Seer. Not as good as turn 3 Chrysalis, of course, but I'll take it. I do think I fetched the red source here. A little bit awkward because I am not going to have another colorless source, seeing as my Rumble is going to cast my Seer, but I've got more early red cards than early colorless cards, if you don't count Utter Insignificance. So, also this Malevolent Rumble might find a colorless source, and there's a colorless source, so not a huge deal. Okay, Depth Defiler, take that. Also a pretty good anti-aggro hand, if that's what my opponent's doing here. I guess Simulacrum's pretty good against Thought-Knot Seer to some degree, but Thought-Knot Seer disrupting and like knowing what tricks they have / what removal they have, plus Horrific Assault's really good. Ooh, okay, so I think I'm still going to go for this. And then, honestly, maybe even kill this Simulacrum next turn so the Thought-Knot sticks around. Let's see what they have. Glimpse, Rumble, Discharge. Okay, so how much do I care about this Discharge? Like, minorly, I guess. The Glimpse and the Rumble are interesting. I think I probably do just take Discharge. At very least, it means they can't, like, send 2 in and finish off the Thought-Knot, kind of like 2-for-2 me. That's the thing with Thought-Knot. It's like a 2-for-1 on the way in for you, but a 2-for-1 on the way out for them. Would also like to have another green source in place, so I could go Assault plus Voidcraw next turn, potentially. But then I can't kick my Defiler if I go fetch on a future turn. Spring Heart and Antuco. They played their land before they did that. Interesting. Okay, well, there's the green source. That worked out really well. Yeah, I guess we just kill this. We could kill this then Utter Insignificance than Antuco. Or Utter Insignificance the Simulacrum. They're going to be making a lot of ground blockers with this, so it's kind of close. I think we definitely do this. And they might just spend the turn killing this Thought-Knot next turn. I guess they're going to have a lot of ground blockers anyways, so let's just cast this Voidcraw. And if they want to spend the turn killing my Thought-Knot, so be it. There was some thought to maybe Utter Insignificance in the Simulacrum, but I doubt this Thought-Knot's going to be the thing that takes us all the way, you know? Alright, so make it 1/1. I might be a little surprised if they don't Simulacrum this turn. I wonder if they kill. Probably the Thought-Knot if I were to guess. Although they can like maybe block it next turn. Quad block. Not that that's better than just using Simulacrum. They are kind of hesitating though on what to kill. I think I'd prefer them to kill the Thought-Knot at this point. With this Depth Defiler in hand. Just gonna be drawing some cards, and obviously I can't kick Depth Defiler this turn, but Okay, that's fine. They get the card back. We draw Legion Leadership. All right, so yeah, I could exile this Nantuko. Just trying to figure out how much that's gonna matter. Like I would have to. I would get to also fetch my blue source. I think it's probably worth it. So yeah, let's just do that now. We even get to bash for a point here. Not the most efficient turn, but a fine one all the same. Oh, I guess, sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have attacked for one. I should have just fetched, because now I can't Depth Defiler on this coming turn unless I have the blue source. I get to draw a card. Okay, Pyro Surfer. Well, now I'm glad I killed the... Oh, double Pyro Surfer. Did it have a land? Oh my god. That's a lot of damage. It's like 9 damage? Wow, okay. Yikes. Alright, so definitely getting punished here. Let us just play this tapped. Yeah, we can draw a card and also cast Legion Leadership. Let's see, I wonder if they probably go Glimpse, try to hit a land here, I would imagine. Okay, they hit the land anyways. I know they just have like infinite mana for both these cards, which is not good for me. Yep, they hit land, and monk. So they actually kind of missed on this. They make a bunch of spawns, and that's a problem for these Pyro Surfers, but I think what I have to do if they attack this turn, which I think they probably will, is just use the Legion Leadership to 2 for 2. They find an Evo Witness and a Brood Scale and a Simulacrum. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can get away with this Pyro Surfer. Surviving another turn. Still get to draw a card, correct? No, I have to tap this to draw a card, so I can't even do that. All right. Zoop. Oh, sorry, what am I thinking? I forgot this gets first strike. I was thinking, yeah, it's a 2 for 2, but I get to keep my Void Craw around. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so now we cast Depth Defiler, and it might not be enough if they just go Witness, Evolve it. That costs 5 mana. Get back a land. So it's gonna be just enough, I think. Yeah, so we do this. Bounce. I could either bounce a Pyro Surfer or I could bounce one of the tokens here. I guess it's probably better to bounce a token. Huh. Yeah, like bounce an 0-1 token. Oh, but then they don't have to they don't have to recast the Pyro Surfer. So I guess I have to bounce Pyro Surfer here. Okay, we draw... Ooh, Storm Drake's is not bad. Pitch this. Pitch a land, actually. I just cast a Deep Analysis. Alright, so if they draw a land, am I dead? Looks like. No, sorry, not quite. I keep thinking they have double Pyro Surfer in play. So we're not that close to dead. But they do witness back a Pinnacle Monk, maybe? Maybe the other Pyro Surfer. I could see that. Yeah, the second Pyro Surfer would be bad for me. I was thinking 2 steps ahead where they already had witnessed back another Pyro Surfer, I guess. So we're not dead this turn, but we do need to find some good stuff this coming turn. If we can steal, like if they play one of the Pyro Surfers and we get to steal it, great. But I doubt they're going to sack one of their spawns. They're kind of... Okay, they get back Pinnacle Monk. So they're looking for some more action. Interesting. So they don't think this board is going to get them there, I guess, is the thought. Let's see if they sack something. They might just also just want to get back a land, like guaranteed land. And if I do something that stops their plan here, they can go for a bit of a longer game plan. Kozilek's command was really good, though, to keeping me alive. Do I have to cast it now, or can I just cast Deep Analysis? So if they go Pyrosurfer land, I'm taking Infinite, basically. So I think I probably need to just chill. And also, just making a bunch of spawns this turn is pretty good. Like, if they play the Pyrosurfer, I get to exile that. I make a bajillion spawns and cast Deep Analysis. That puts me in a pretty good spot. Though my thought of, like, if they're getting back Pinnacle Monk, I imagine they might just get Rumble. They either get Rumble to dig for something that they're looking for in their deck, like a Chrysalis or something, or they're going to get a Glimpse to make 3 more tokens. Neither of them is particularly good for me. But with only one Pyrosurfer to deal with, I can't just exile it. Like, it's not going to be a huge, huge deal. Yeah, it looks like that might be what they're going for. And I think even if they don't play Pyrosurfer this turn, yeah, they do go for the Glimpse. I think even if they don't play Pyrosurfer this turn, I do cast Kozilek's command, exiling the Witness and trying to find Galvanic Discharge. Or I could just make a bunch of spawn and try to find Galvanic Discharge. That works too. Oh, what is this? Well, we might be exiling Evolution Witness. And, oh, okay. Interesting. So they have something to finish this off, it looks like. Discharge of their own. Okay. Yeah. So now I think we do have to K-Command, try to find the Galvanic Discharge, or at least something pretty good. Something comparable. Also, it could completely flip the script on them with all these spawns and Stormdrake taking their Pyrosurfer. Okay, we find Twisted Rill Keeper. We find Signature Slam. I think I probably have to take the Signature Slam. But I do get to scry a bunch in the process. So we can draw that next turn, put these in the bottom, and then keep the Glimpse. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Or do I want to... I'm not going to be casting Rill Keeper this turn, so we do this. So do I want a Glimpse instead? No, because that's going to exile the Slam. And we'll just cast Deep Analysis to draw the other 2. Okay, yeah, that seems good. But yeah, I think legitimately I might be stealing this. Okay, my turn. Cast Deep Analysis, target myself. Oh no, I didn't tap the right mana. Ah! Okay, so now what do? We don't die, because this is not gonna kill us. I guess we just cast this Amped Raptor. Ah, man, I need to get better at tapping. Yeah, we just cast this. They might just set up with Glimpse this turn anyways. And we hit... Ooh, we hit a Galvanic Discharge. Okay, we hit something good, which is nice. Now we kill this Pinnacle Monk. I could also just cast this Riddle Keeper here. But I don't think that's very good. Alright, pass turn. Yeah, my bad for the punt there. Okay, Pyrosurfer. Okay. They're gonna go for something here? Do they have, like, all creatures can't block? Even if they kill my Raptor, I still have a block on one of these and then spawns to lock down other stuff. And then I can kill the Pyrosurfer. So definitely would have been better. Okay, just Repurposer. Yeah, I was gonna say, definitely would have been better if I hadn't done this way. Kept up Slam, but... Okay. So now what? So do I want to do the thing I said with taking their Pyrosurfer? It's pretty sweet. Is it the right thing to do? I'm not exactly sure. I think I would want the Riddle Keeper in play before I do that. So I think we just Glimpse here. I'm going to tap like this, like a smart person this time. Cast Glimpse. Keeping up the signature slam. Ooh, good stuff too. Okay, so we can probably just play a land from hand. And now do I still keep up signature slam or cast depth defiler? The 3/5 body is not bad. And I do think at this point the plan is probably to kill them with their own Pyro Surfer. Can also get to bounce a spawn. So yeah, let's do this. Or I guess bounce an insect is slightly better. Okay, discarding Tune the Narrative. Interesting, actually, because Tune the Narrative comboing with Storm Drake means I could steal like a big Eldrazi. Probably not what I want to do, though. It's been a really interesting game. It's been going on for quite some time now. Oh, also, what are my lands in my deck? I should check that. How many fetch lands? I got a fetch on the bottom. I've got 2 fetches, although, and they both get blue, my islands. Okay, good. I'm just checking for Pyro Surfer reasons. So this is probably going to be a Cast Glimpse. Oh, Path of Annihilation. Okay, that gives them a lot of mana. But not too bad here. And now the Cast Glimpse. They might even wait on this. Wait a turn. Because, yeah, they'll next turn they'll have a ton of mana. Okay. Draw Serum Visionary. I think that's the last spell in our deck. No, Amphibian Downpour is the last spell in our deck. Alright, so let's go for the Railkeeper. Lock down some lands here. And then, yeah, I will go for the Storm Drake. Take their Pyro Surfer. Am I supposed to get it with his Depth Defiler? I could. Makes them potentially block. I think I'm probably going to, yeah. So if they kill this Railkeeper, I still have fine blocks. Yeah, I think this is okay. I guess they have a double block on like Storm Drake Repurposer, but I imagine they just chump. Yeah, so when they untap, they're gonna have a bit close to infinite mana, like as much mana as they want. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, and then sacking the spawns, so like 17 mana. All right, what you gonna do here, opponent? Go for the glimpse. The reveals are land, and Eldrazi Ravager. Okay, we can deal with those. Those are fine ones to deal with. So what we're going to get to do, I guess, is Battle Cry to make all our creature... Like, we're going to get to double Battle Cry here, I'm pretty sure. Because we've got... Maybe even triple, honestly, because we've got this fetch land. So if we draw a fetch land for the turn, I think we just win. Or at very least put them in a really, really bad spot. Because if they want to cast this, they have to tap some spawns. And... We've got 6 cards in the deck, 2 of them are fetches. So I'm pretty sure we have this turn. It's not exactly... Oh, I guess it is deterministic with the Serum Visionary and the Deep Analysis. I didn't do any math, though. So that might be a slight issue. All right, so we do this... I think this is a math is for blockers kind of turn. I think I am fine enough saying that. Yeah, we fetch. Get the green. Fetch here. Get the blue. Signature Slam kills the Ravager. This last card could be something, I suppose. And I can cast it off of the mana from Path. All right, let's get in. Is it? Uh-oh. Okay, it's not. They highlighted their hand for a second there. All right, so all my things get +3. At very least, they have to... They're in chump block mode here. But for, like, almost all their creatures. Like, this right here is 21 damage coming at them. Okay, so they're taking... Not lethal here, but... Yeah, they have to block with all their stuff. They're going to sack 2 of these spawns to get back this Ravager, I assume. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, maybe it is lethal. Sorry, yeah. No, they go to 1. They go to 1. All right. If you can kill me from one opponent, or from this position, us being at 6, you being at 1, I will say, great job. All right, what are you gonna do? We know one of the cards is a blank, I'm pretty sure, because I think they would have cast it if last turn foot was relevant. Okay, Ravager. Infernal Captor would kill me, right? They sack this. Okay, Nantuko. That's their second Nantuko? No, that was... Yeah, that's their second Nantuko. Cool. All right, well, that's it. That was a very, very long game, but we did get there. Opponent's just gonna pass the turn back. let us attack you to death here. All right, we did it. All right, 4-0. Let's see if we can keep on going. All right, round 5, sitting at 4-0 with a pretty good opening hand. Got Rumble to set up our draws. A little bit board affecting things light, of course, but it's okay. We can hopefully find something with the Rumble. Find a White Source, and we find a Kozilek's Command, which will be good down the road somewhere. We might even, depending on what they do here, we might even just find a colorless land or something with Rumble and cast it early. Ooh, that was a pretty good draw too. Do I want to cast that before I cast the Rumble? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to cast Rumble and see if we can set up a good turn 4. Oh. Well, putting a bunch of lands in the grave isn't that bad. And finding our red source. Now we can just kind of say this red source, or this spawn might just be going to this Kozilek's Command. Alright, what do you got? A Chrysalis for us? A Guide of Souls. Yikes. Okay. So, that's one I definitely need to answer sooner rather than later. Kozilek's Command does a good job of that, luckily. Battle Mage, just playing it out. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and our turn. So, I could go for the Glimpse here and just make a bunch of spawns. I think I'm just going to cast this Sage, and the next turn go for the kill the Guide. I think the Glimpse... I don't need the colorless mana that badly right now, and Glimpse hopefully draws us some actual action in a turn or two. I mean, nice if we draw a colorless land here, too. Ah, okay, that's why they... I see. That's why they cast this Battle Mage. Alright, so making a bunch of tokens here. And now they get to, unfortunately, they get to attack with the Battle Mage and not the Guide. And now I have 2 threats to deal with, so that is a bit of a problem, I will admit. Yep. 4/4 flyer. Plus, you know, whatever nasty things they have in their hand lurking. Okay, I see Brood Scale. Okay, sure. Yep, giving you more life. And our go. Okay, so we find a tap land. So yeah, we're just gonna go Guide of Souls here. Or exile the Guide of Souls. Should I play the tap land? I don't think so. I think I want to dig 1 card deeper with my Kozilek's Command here. Okay, so kill this, or target me, kill this. They bash me back for 6. Find some good stuff. Okay, so this cannot kill Guide of Soul. Oh, sorry, the 4/4 flyer. I think I want Riddle Keeper for sure. I don't think I want Voidcraw. Do I want the Visionary? I think so, because I think what we're going to do is this coming turn, Visionary plus discharge this Brood Scale maybe. Or, discharge something. And then next turn we can set up the 5/5 flyer. Okay, so they go attacking for 7. Hopefully they don't play anything else. That would be kind of bad. They've got enough mana to do so. Okay, so let's cast our Visionary. You're drawing that. Defiler is pretty good too. Actually, Defiler is really, really good. Yeah, let's definitely keep that. We get to play the tap land here. Because I don't mind just bouncing this Battle Mage. All right. Doing some things. Not doing terribly. They cycle a landscape, so that's good news for us. Play lands. Yep, put me to 5. You got something scary? You got a Warp Tusker. All right, that's scary-ish, I will admit. So what do we do about that? I think we still just Depth Defiler maybe. Good Riddle Keeper here, but we have to sack something. So I think we just Defiler. Kick this, return, draw. So we're gonna bounce this. I draw some cards. Block with this Visionary. Ooh, we find a tune as well. That's kind of interesting. All right, pass turn. So they're gonna bounce the Visionary. Oh, they bounced that. So they have a removal spell and they're just gonna kill me then? I guess that's what that means. Yeah, it looks like. Okay, double Battle Mage. All right. GG's. All right, we gotta win 2 more. Let's see if we can do it with no losses. And yeah, this hand might be good enough. We've got a Stormdrake, probably gonna lead with the Brood Scale. Another hand that we might just go like take something small-ish with Stormdrake so that Amped Raptor has a larger chance of hitting, but we'll see. Can't even cast the Raptor right now, so we will see. They mulligan, so it's a good sign. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm on the play. I thought I was on the draw for some reason. I think being on the play, and especially them mulliganing, means I'm just going to run the Stormdrake out. Just get my beat down on. Deep analysis. Yeah, let's play this. Guess there's also the option of me going like Brood Scale, adapt it next turn, cast Stormdrake, but if they play a 2-drop, I'm forced to take their whatever 2-drop they take, or whatever 2-drop they play. Green-white. And splashing either red or black, maybe both. All right, they do nothing. So is this a deal 3 to an attacker maybe? Think, do nothing? Yeah, that's fine. Is the case, but I don't care too much about that. Gonna keep this colorless source for now, I think. They play a Propagator Drone. Right, it's a pretty good one. Ooh, and a fight spell? Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so I think we're gonna probably... Do I feel like I need to take the turn off to utter insignificance this thing? Or should I just cast my Deep Analysis / Visionary? I think I'm probably just gonna cast the Visionary. Get a little more selection on what we draw next turn. That wasn't a bad draw either. I guess, no, so this was a mistake. I forgot I had this Assault, so I should have played my land first. But no, this is the case. We Take the red source, and yeah, I think we take the Kozilek's command as well. Yep, so that's fine. Play this, pass the turn. Next turn we get to like Horrific Assault plus Deep Analysis. Okay. Is this a Chrysalis? If it is, then instead we'll go Horrific Assault, Utter Insight. Or Utter Insignificance. Crystal is also really nasty when the opponent has a Propagator Drone. A golden tail trainer. Yeah. That is fine. Interesting. Okay. So we draw our landscape. I do want to actually, I'm going to cast this Deep Analysis first to see if they have a stop for Galvanic Discharge. Okay, they don't. We draw our other blue source, so I'll just kill this Propagator Drone. Pass the turn. If this mentor or this trainer becomes a problem, we can exile it with Kozilek's command. Or, of course, just cast Utter Insignificance. I guess if they cast, like, a Dread Mask here, I would be kind of sad, but I feel pretty okay with this game right now. Oh, okay, that's a good one. Yeah. Do they have the land? They do. It's like they make copies of Golden Tail Trainer? That's kind of cool. Okay, they're cooking. Okay, yeah. So, we just take this, and then we're going to, probably on their upkeep, exile this thing so that the Nintuko can't attack. So, play land, and pass turn. Yeah, I will... Actually, do I want to... Yeah, I think I want to draw. I was considering making some spawn here with all this card draw. It's kind of close still, but I think I just would prefer to find a specific card here. Not exactly sure what that specific card is, but a specific card that I need that I would like out of the top 4. So this gets punished if they have a protection spell, of course. Like the green protection spell, but otherwise not a huge deal. Okay, so we find a discharge, which I think is good enough to keep. And the bottom, the other ones we can just bottom. Can't cast my discharge just yet, but killing this Nintuko is something I'm interested in. Alright, they bash. I will block. I don't really mind if my Serum Visionary dies. Gift. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we drew the red source naturally, so that's very convenient. So let's go Deep Analysis. Okay, discharge you. Now my Raptor is going to be pretty good too, because we're going to get to do a 4 energy Raptor. Yep, Utter Insignificance this thing. Do I need to Utter Insignificance this thing? It's just a 2/4. Well, with Reach and Death Touch, I guess. Yeah, I think it's probably good enough to nab it. It's gonna be a 2/2, unfortunately, but we can then block if we choose to, or Amp Raptor can first strike it down. Evo Witness. Okay, that's a pretty good one. They get back their Nintuko. Yeah, they're willing to trade here. Am I willing to trade? No, I don't think so. I think they're most likely going to put this on the witness, I would assume. So question now is, do we go for the Raptor? Oh, okay, we'll go for the Rumble first. So cast Rumble. Let's tap like this. Oh, sorry. I tapped the blue for no reason. Take a Depth Defiler. So now, what do? I can just bounce this token. That's totally a thing I can do. Yeah, that seems pretty strong. Kick this. Bounce this. So they're going to have a Witness with an Nantuko on it. Hopefully they don't also have a land. If they do, it gets like a bit tricky for me. But I've got a lot of resources here. I'm not too worried about closing out the game. It just means that they have good ways to grind. Yep, get back Nantuko. We get to play land. Pass turn. Not a ton of action in the deck aside from the Riddle Keeper, I guess. So, I said we can grind through this game, which I believe is going to be possible. But we also have quite a few draws that don't do that much. Okay, they don't have the land. That's good for me. They attack. I'll just block with my spawn. Save 5 points here. I mean, they could have the land. They just haven't played it yet. Okay, yeah, they don't have the land. Okay, so let's glimpse. Thought Knot, Signature Slam, and a land. Okay, those are all very good. So let's go. Yeah, Thought Knot first. See what's going on over there. I guess it has to be action because they didn't play lands when they have this in play. Another Nantuko. Okay. Okay, well, gonna nav that. Unfortunately, this means that I can't actually kill this Witness. Oh no, what am I saying? I can because I've got Death Touch. Great. Okay, that's gonna do it. All right, one more game. One more game. Okay, we've got, Rumble into nothing huge just yet, but we got a green mana and definitely keepable hand. Maybe if we're lucky, we find our Thought Knot Seer here. Ooh, Tune's not bad either. All right, we did find the Thought Knot Seer. Cool, cool, cool. Get to see what's going on. Against black, a little bit worse because they could just snipe it off, but not before I get to. They can't cast the murder before I get to cast Thought Knot. And just like the information I get from Thought Knot's pretty valuable here, knowing when to use these kind of medium removal spells, when not to, when to hold them for a more expensive, impactful thing. Are they gonna kill my spawn? I think they're thinking about it. Yeah, they do kill my spawn. Okay, yeah, you got me. Yeah, all right, so let's tune up. We draw Storm Drake. Ooh, that's a pretty nice one, too. I think I rather cast... They were very... They felt very protective of their hand, so I think I like getting the Thought Knot down here. Null Drifter, drawing 2. Okay, totally fine. All right, what do you have going on, opponent? Amp Raptor. Lots of cards in hand, and... Uh-oh. Yeah, that's some scary stuff. So we got to take this path They're going to then play Null Drift, or Oozewag, which you can make small. All right, yeah, that was pretty good. We could also take the Oozewag, which might be a little bit better. Just being able to... Yeah, honestly, that seems really good to me. Just take the, take the Oozewag. And just start bashing. Yeah, get in. Especially because they've got this specimen in hand. And yeah, I think I just do this now. Okay, they've got a scary hand, but we're in a pretty good spot. Yep, cast Sage. If their plan is... Ooh, the Druid Removal spell too. Okay, I was going to say if their plan is cast this, we're in a pretty good spot. Drawing the land. Okay, now we can emerge this, though. So, let's do that. Lockdown. Let's see, they've got that kind of stuff going on here. I guess they've got a bunch of colorless spells, so we just lock down this and lock down the potential for them to cast a double black spell. It's gonna be an interesting one. Let's see what they can draw. They can flash in the specimen to double block the Stormdrake. Or maybe they just put a counter on the Stormdrake. That would be good for me if that was their turn. Okay, yeah. That is good. E-Witness. Okay, yeah. This is gonna be pretty good for us. So they can get back Null Drifter. So we just bash them for 9 here. What if we just utter insignificance this thing and then downpour these two? It's pretty bad if they draw the land. Yeah, I think that's probably just too bad. So let's just get in. Utter insignificance the Stormdrake. And yeah, now they have to... Oh, sorry, should have played my land. But they have to put up a flying blocker here. And it looks like they're going to, and then we just get the downpour. So I think that's it. I think we have this. Yeah, they cast Tusker. Uh-huh. And I think the box is ours. Let's just cast this. Boom. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right, we did it. Nice. Awesome. Okay, so here's the final deck. I don't think it was anything special. We had, what, 2 rares maybe? We had the Thought Knot and the Kozilek's Command. Both pretty good ones, but not busted ones. Sorry, 3rd rare too with the Stormdrake. Yeah, the Splash I definitely liked. I was kind of like debating the Amped Raptor as I was playing a little bit, but no, I think it was a good enough Splash. Good interaction, good curve, decent top end. That's all it takes. You know, I think one of my favorite Reed Duke quotes is, "It doesn't take anything special to win a game of Magic." Obviously, you know, within reasons. You can't win with an absolutely terrible pool, but this isn't a busted pool by any means. It's got just... Oh, sorry. There's another rare here. My bad. This is down 4. But yeah, good deck. It played well. I think we played decently well. Definitely not perfectly, but well enough to get the box. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you are also able to play in this event and win some boxes. And we'll see you around. Bye, everybody.